Why do HOA fees have to be paid? So first, I will define what is an HOA fee. It stands for Homeowners Association. Now in Texas where I live, it's super common. We do not have zoning, and so homeowners associations are a way for a community to have rules and regulations to make sure that the viability of the community, things remain upkept and the homeowners comply with a certain set of rules so that it's a nice place to live, okay? So homeowners association fees can range from zero with very little oversight to a few $100s a year to thousands of dollars a year. I've seen some that have, lakes and gated guarded communities be $4,000 or $5,000 a year. So it just depends how you put things into perspective. Now, another thing I will tell you, get involved with your homeowners association. They are run by volunteers. It's a group of your peers, neighbors that are running it on the board. Usually it's managed by a management company. So there's usually large companies that manage homeowners associations in conjunction with the volunteers on the board. So my community, for example, there's four homeowners that are on the board. There's a president, vice president, treasurer, secretary. Now, they don't do the day-to-day. They don't collect fees. They just help make, decisions on behalf of the homeowners association. So again, it's important, if you find yourself having complaints about the homeowners association and what they're providing, make sure that you get involved. Now, homeowners association fees are mandatory. They can foreclose on your home. It's rare that they do, but do know that if you purchase in a community that has a homeowners association, it is more than likely mandatory. It depends how the covenants and the bylaws, which are the legal documents of how the homeowners association was set up. So let me talk about what HOA dues cover. It's different for every community, but some of the things for you to think about are maintenance in the neighborhood. There might be signage, when you enter the neighborhood that might say, Grayson Lakes or Poppy Seed. I'm just thinking of names randomly. Like, who knows what your neighborhood's called, but there's probably some signage. I'm sure that there's lighting. There's streets. Now, if you're in a private area and the streets are not maintained by the city or the town that you live, those streets will have to be maintained at some point. If there's lakes there, sometimes there's fountains in the lakes or something like that. Is there a community clubhouse? Is there, again, common area? Is there the landscaping, the common area, the flowers that you see and the trees that you see as you're driving into your community, of things that make your community look pretty? Those are the things that homeowners associations usually take care of. If there's not money in the budget, they don't have money to take care of those things. So if you don't pay your homeowners dues, those things cannot be upkept. So again, if you find yourself wondering, and I've heard this before, my HOA, they don't do anything and it's not run properly, get involved. That's the only way to make the change. And just remember, the people on the board are usually volunteers and peers in your neighborhood. So if you don't go to the meetings and don't get involved, you can't help enact change. So I hope that this answers your question. Do I have to pay HOA fees? Feel free to comment. I'd love your questions. I've served on the board of HOAs of every community that I've ever lived in, so I'm really super knowledgeable. If you're in Texas and need a loan, call me. Talk to you soon.